Why was he expelled 3 times from high school? How does he perceive the life obstacles he's faced? And what does his name mean in Hawaiian? Keanu Reeves. Little Keanu Reeves is born on September 2, 1964, in the capital of Lebanon, Beirut, but grows up in Canada. He has a sister, Kim, and 2 half-sisters, Emma and Karina. His mother, Patricia, a variant dancer and designer originally from England, and his father, Samuel, a geologist of Chinese-Hawaiian descent, try to raise their children as best as they can, despite their financial struggles. At the age of 3, Keanu faces a tough blow. Samuel and Patricia separate, and soon after, Samuel is arrested for heroin trafficking. His mother then travels between Canada, Australia, Hawaii, and New York to spend time with film director Paul Aaron. Keanu has to get used to a new father, but before he manages to, his single mother separates from him again. This time, the relationship doesn't last even a year. Fortunately, Keanu finds support in the rest of his family. He is raised by almost all of his siblings, under the supervision of his Chinese-Hawaiian grandmother, who encourages them toward art and personal development. His mother soon enters another relationship with concert organizer Robert Miller, but it soon falls apart, and Patricia tries again for the 4th time. This time with Jack Bond, a hair salon owner. The unstable family environment and lack of proper care significantly affect Keanu. He has trouble getting along with his mother and her partner. In fact, he starts to act out and misbehave. To make matters worse, he is diagnosed with dyslexia. By the time he's 17, he's been expelled from 3 high schools, including an art academy, for poor behavior. According to Keanu, the school authorities were upset with him for his rebelliousness and his tendency to speak out of turn more than was appropriate. He leaves his 4th high school just before finishing it. He completely abandons his studies and supports himself by sharpening skates or working as a pasta shop manager in Toronto. His love for hockey, which he discovered in high school, leads him to this job. He even played as a goalkeeper for the De La Salle College Oaklands team, where he earned the nickname The Wall. Although he never completed his studies, high school gave him one lasting passion: acting. In his free time, he plays hockey or hones his acting skills. However, young Keanu soon faces a life-changing injury that prevents him from continuing in his beloved sport. He quits and decides to fully dedicate himself to acting. He starts attending casting calls for various roles, and soon his hard work pays off. After several smaller attempts to make it, including in a Canadian sitcom Hanging In, a Coca-Cola commercial, and a theater production of Romeo and Juliet, Keanu lands a supporting role in the 1986 sports drama Youngblood. Shortly after the premiere, 21-year-old Keanu packs his bags and heads to Hollywood with only $3 in his pocket, using the address of one of his stepfathers. Despite being advised by people in the film industry to change his exotic-sounding name, Keanu convinces everyone that it's irrelevant. By 1986, he shines in the film River's Edge, signaling to critics that he is slowly but surely becoming a rising star. 2 years later, he stars in Dangerous Liaisons by director Stephen Frears, which almost wins an Academy Award. Then comes the role of Ted in the comedy series Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which brings him greater attention from audiences. The film itself features time travel, humor, and a simple, memorable plot. When Keanu turns 23, he's cast in Love to Death. While shooting, he befriends actor River Phoenix, and the two become best friends. When Keanu reads the script for My Private Idaho, he immediately envisions River in the role of Mike, a narcoleptic prostitute. He gets on his motorcycle and rides over 1,500 kilometers to offer the role to River, which he successfully does. The film proves to be crucial for both of their careers. But neither of them knows that this movie will ultimately be fateful for them. River Phoenix, battling a severe drug addiction, dies in 1993 from a heroin, cocaine, and diazepam overdose in front of a nightclub in West Hollywood. Keanu faces another heartbreaking moment. 5 years later, in 1998, things seem to be improving when Keanu meets the beautiful Jennifer Sim. By this time, he has starred in movies like Dracula, Much Ado About Nothing, Speed, The Wedding Planner, and The Devil's Advocate, where he shined alongside Al Pacino. For the first time, it seems Keanu is truly happy after losing his friend. According to those close to them, the couple immediately clicked, and it seemed like their love would last. However, another catastrophe strikes in Reeves' life. He and Jennifer lose their unborn daughter, who was born stillborn. Keanu cannot bear the grief, and his relationship with Jennifer falls apart under the strain. Around this time, preparations for the futuristic action project The Matrix are in full swing. Keanu is set to play the lead role of Neo. Even though he is not in a good mental state, he does not give up on the project and throws himself into the role. His dedication pays off with the immense success of the film, and Keanu becomes a worldwide star. In his career, Keanu has nearly achieved everything he set out to do. But in his personal life, he still struggles to find peace. The final blow comes when he hears that his sister Kim has been diagnosed with cancer. Keanu immediately moves in with her to care for her, cook for her, clean, and read her favorite books in his spare time. Fortunately, after a long battle, Kim wins her fight against cancer. The entire experience deeply influences Keanu, and after shooting The Matrix, he donates a large part of his earnings to hospitals and institutions where people with cancer are treated. A year and a half later, Kim's recovery is overshadowed by another tragic event. His former girlfriend, on antidepressants, dies at the age of 28 when she crashes her car into parked cars at 130 kilometers per hour. Keanu is devastated but, after everything he has been through, has built a resilience that keeps him going. All these events profoundly shape his life philosophy. In one interview, he said, "Grief changes your character, but it never ends. People have a false idea that you can forget just by saying it's over, and now I feel better. But that's not how it works. When the people you love are gone, you are alone." Although it may seem like Keanu's life has been a tragedy, these sad events have motivated him to succeed in his work and positively influence people around the world. At the turn of the millennium, Keanu stars in films like Replacements, The Watcher, Almost Perfect Crime, Sweet November, and the two sequels to The Matrix, Reloaded and Revolutions. Neo, with his wild character, uncertainty in his eyes, and conscientious speech, captures the hearts of most viewers in theaters and on TV, and this role becomes an icon for the remainder of his career. It's no surprise that the film broke new ground with its script and execution, surprising audiences even after 21 years. After its massive success, Keanu steps back, preferring to focus on smaller, more grounded projects like Constantine, The Lake House, Street Kings, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and Replicas. Although he often saves the world in his film roles, Keanu is a very sensitive, introverted personality in real life, the exact opposite of the tough fictional characters he sometimes portrays. He spends a lot of time alone, riding his motorcycle through the countryside, where he feels free and forgets all his troubles, even though he carries memories of past accidents like his hip injury or missing spleen. Keanu loves motorcycles so much that he even invests in creating his own custom bikes. Despite his successful career, he doesn't live in luxury. Instead, he donates large sums to charity, saying that's where money is needed most. In a way, he honors his name, Keanu, which means cool breeze over the mountains in Hawaiian. A name that reflects his generosity and ability to rise above the hardships in his life. In 2012, he continues acting and stars in Side by Side, proving once again that he can take on any role. Then come new projects, some of which he produces himself, 47 Ronin and Man of Tai Chi. In 2014, Keanu Reeves transforms into a cold-blooded assassin who can kill a man with just a pencil. Yes, we're talking about John Wick. A character who loses his wife and beloved dog but proves that the modern action franchise has found its rightful successor. Over the next 5 years, the series delivers 2 high-quality sequels. Praise keeps pouring in, and it seems Reeves has found another iconic role that will define him for future generations. Like The Matrix, the John Wick saga expands with a 4th installment, promising even more action and modern fight choreography. The intense sequences featured gun fu, a mix of judo, Brazilian and Japanese jiu-jitsu, and firearms combat, all accompanied by a striking soundtrack. His latest appearance on the big screen was in the family comedy Bill and Ted Face the Music, the third film in the beloved series about two inseparable friends. And in December, he steps into the futuristic world of Cyberpunk 2077, lending his voice and likeness to Johnny Silverhand. As for his personal life, the actor is currently in a relationship with artist Alexandra Grant, has no children, and leads a life best described as humble. Throughout his career, Keanu has starred in numerous films, showcasing not only his acting skills but also his dedication, often training for a year to perform all his own stunts. He has faced many hardships but overcame them with hard work and perseverance. Today, he is rightfully recognized as a global icon, though he sees himself as just an ordinary person doing an ordinary job. We hope he continues to shine with the charm that makes us love him so much. Thank you for watching.